Now here comes the intro where ML walks in. Yeah, you can hear the footsteps. That's him, and he interacts with the viewer, who is a DJ, and the DJ started the song after the intro of the song. This is my first ever lyric music video, and this is based on a song that I created in the 96 Leaf channel. This is some information about Major Lazer himself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The video I just showed you is not my first time making music videos. It's I Am Major Lazer. You cannot find that song anymore because it's lost. It's better not to hear it, the version that is not a commentary. It's Marie from That'll Master, and welcome to a commentary. It's been a year since I done a commentary. That's in May, when I did Major Mino cartoon, or short. Here comes the intro. Yeah, intro, not intro. And yeah, I shorten it because let's get this over with. This is SLUSHY. To sync in the song, the vocals with the song is hard. The beats is even harder because there are two prototypes. The first one is the slowest, which is the original tempo, and the other is 117 beats per minute, which the beats per minute is actually inspired by the song from Friday Night Funkin' Cassette Girl mod, City Funk. You blew it, it's blue as a pun. Yeah, I want to make a song that is puns because why not? Resume, that's another pun word. Nicolay and Seth actually animate this. Well, few, because I did a mock-up of the interview from the Major Mino radio show, the reboot version, one shot. Just before I had premium on FlipaClip, you can still see that watermark. I really love how I put the visuals there, the chorus. When Seth said something about rocket and pocket, he was originally going to say, I got my own twist and a miss. But I don't want to be samey like the Major Mino song. It's the 5, so I changed it in the final version. The alpha and the beta version has it, but not the final version. Instead, it's I rocket around the pocket.
Someone is pretty salty. We feel so bubbly inside and outside. Do 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 do. Playing with my bass until their space.
Yes, they can drive because they're 18. They're teenagers. Well, young adults.
Just right. Lovely Sprite is just right. Bubbly inside.
Yeah, I recycle a few lyrics of Seth because I couldn't think of anything else.
Telling jokes like this is cheesy.
Bad puns can make old people crazy.
Sneaky. Oh, look. The light
It took me I don't know how many times to get that right, the mirror part.
I don't want this lemon go to waste. Time to trade it for cinnamon. We are living with mad slush.
That was an error. It's supposed to have the motorcycle sound, but I ended up making it quiet because the audio pieces of the layers in Sony Vegas.
We are living with mad
and Pi, I did not use that, unfortunately. Nicolay and Seth. That's what really make Barrack Party came to be in full form. And about the Nicolay and Seth duos, I really see them as Smosh, Anthony and Ian, a channel I used to watch before Anthony left, since 2011. And this is the part where they did the the extra song Just Like Drake with 0 to 100 and Catch Up. I did a parody of that, and it did nonsense. The ending is also inspiration of Tyler the Creator, The Grinch, where the children say bad banana at the end.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, you got it right. Oh, nonsense up and down and left and right. Nonsense, nonsense.
If you want to hear the prototypes, they're only available at Bandcamp. SoundCloud is not enough room, unfortunately. You have to have premium to put more songs in your channel, which it sucks. Even the Sound Signal records was slow. I don't know why I did that. That was an error. Now we go to AL Buster, the Ox Prince. Fun fact, I made 2 of these animations at the same days. I go back and forth, and let me tell you, it's one of the most painful projects I've ever done.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In this corner,
And that's Armaduck and Zill getting ready for the battle, what they expected to be as their same strength or weaker.
In this corner, we have a chess. Looks easy, right? Right? Let's take a look.
But instead, it's it's the unexpected.
Pender Kittaroo, the 5th.
The smear effect, I really love the expressions. I want to make the cartoons of mine more expressionable instead of stiff as my past, because people don't want to see stiffness. And I was being a bit too negative with the expressive stuff at the time. Well, I mean back then, and now it's just got better. And Birdgate, that was also a sponsorship parodies. And Birdgate, it was a Wonder Pets episode, and where the birds give crocodiles and alligators, it's like dentists. They're like dentists. So why not make with toothpaste birds and the crocodiles clean their teeth with it? And I actually animate AL Buster in his Gator Croc form rather than his normal form, because I felt like I never done the Gator Croc form before. The animatic of the presentation reel does not count. Pender Kittaroo punches Armaduck. That's actually rotoscoped, where I did the punching. I decided to put the credits at the end, the title card of of a short. What's even the point to put in the beginning? Put it at the end, which will make it better. And it worked. And here comes that leader, Trimby. 2 boys and 1 card tower. Howard and Daddles setting up the card. He was going to help him. I really love how I made the pig. It is so funny to look at, and it's cute.
Those delinquents.
And Vince, the ex-Metal Uni member, the leader of the Grizzly Clan. Daddles is not impressed. Trimby made a pig joke while Daddles is still there. Sorry, like a bit far away from them. And yes, Trimby riding a motorcycle illegally. And he's 17. He's not even 18. From left to right is Vince, Lemon, Carla, and Husko, a 21-year-old that's in a group of teens, and a high schooler held back or repeat the grades.
Very funny.
And here comes the stupid anime face I made.
And my fine face.
So hilarious. Even this part. Nikolai roared at him. Few people's gonna say, why'd he yell at him? What a jerk. Actually, Nikolai does not hate Trimby. He just liked to mess with him. He also messed with him sometimes when Trimby in his casual look. Here comes Vanny with the hologram card from Metal Uni. Doing British accents can be tough. This is a little bit complicated to animate. I really love how I animate the rocks. That's Jason, the smartest. Unfortunately, the only smartest character in the group. Trimby is not the smartest. He's not stupid, he's just not as smart as Jason. The battle scene was very rough to finish because I had to keep looking and make sure I'm not doing anything wrong with it, like no errors. Yeah, this is the painful part to animate. That's Nikolai and Seth, the boys. They're really close, childhood friends.
Don't forget, 7 o'clock curfew. Curfew?
And Vince the curfew. There are deleted scenes in the So That Later where I was originally gonna have Trimby hold a gun and shoot the car that Husko was driving on, but that was a bit too much, or it just wasn't giving. When Trimby says fine belt and fine hat, it's also rotoscoped. I mean, based on a reference. And there's also the extended version of the Grizzly Clan duking it out against the Soul Clan. I cut that all out because it was time constraints, and I decided to shorten it because I was already burnt out.
Here.
That's the frenemy moment.
Trimby.
And it's to show you that Nikolai does not hate Trimby. Or Treasure, that's his real name.
What a frenzied journey. Agreed.
That's actually his alternate look of his casual look. His original is the Lynx. I didn't scrap this, just that I haven't really got around with it. And if you're wondering, that scar on his chin, he actually got it from a cat when he was 4 years old. He got scratched by a cat with big claws because the cat hates to be pet. So that's how he ended up having that scar. Now to the last project. It's MorF ChiP. I announced the song in March when I was having a sore throat sickness, which it was about to end. And then I composed the song, but unfortunately I finished composing it when I was sick again. March was like my bad luck month. Well, good and luck is not really real, so whatever. I have a cold. Vocals was having huge delays. And then in April of spring break, I finally did the vocals. It was so weak, I had to delete it. After I listened to it many times, I had to re-record the script in late April so it can sound the way I envisioned. And it sounds better. And I put that there because that's what people do nowadays. Well, most people or records.
Getting all the dough.
A bamboo, la la boo.
Stampy and Janet singing.
Cow moo.
Mr. Uni thought up a new song that is so experimental, you'll see.
And what is that, Mr. Unicorn?
Layla, it's MorF ChiP.
Right.
Their voices sound different than the bumper. That's because, let's just say the bumper is the early version. It's the early version of their voice. In the final version of this MorF ChiP song, I shortened the part where the snapping part because it was just going too slow in the original, so I decided to cut it short. I apologize that the editing was not like Sony Vegas. That's because my computer was no more. And as we speak, I'm editing with a iPad.
8 plus 8 equals 16. Midnight writing is what we do.
Going goes of the man that's Dents, the Death Rider. Pour down all the goo on their motorcycle. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when in these lyrics. I just thought of it many as I can. Rocky Row Bowl. The 8816 dancing, it's the math and it's correct. And that laugh from Dents, that's actually from Kid Chameleon, a video game I used to play when I was young, well, in my preteen years.
We'll push, push. Let's switch it up. More chip, where genres transitions. More chip, moving to next dimension.
They had the urban. Oh yeah, this line of this rap, it was difficult. I had to keep re-recording this because the way the vocals go with the tempo.
Wear some sweet sneakers. We don't feel so weak with boots with no style.
The middle guy is the Wolfgang's older brother, King. The right is Rochelle Tanner, their band manager. And the left is one of the aliens. And no, it's not Scissors, the alien. That's the other alien. That's an adult. And they was originally going to be on a boat, but I just felt like we have too many characters riding on stuff. So why not some small party place that they made under the rock instead of the sand? Because, you know, the sand will not protect the place with all the waves. I really love how I made the techno. There's also a test of more of my techno beats.
Moving to next dimensions. Morph chip. Na na na. Morph chip. Oh, what? Morph chip. Away we go to the dance floor. I never wanna stop dancing. So special. Yeah.
And their bike is cleaned and fixed. The plot twist is a metaphor of their tour bus being totaled and then getting fixed. It's Baltimore, downtown.
Let's get back to
And my first ever bridge cover, yay! The reprise is tough because I had to wait until the space. I keep being so late, so I end up doing the MorF chip so I can get it right. And it worked. The ending, it will show a first ever reveals of my lore, the Night Master lore. And this takes place in the AL Buster universe. It's another metal uniband.
They're just like us. But those two are more human. Exactly.
I want to make the ending like Metal Gear Solid, where they did the text at the end of the credits. The people who are talking is Kia and Oswald, and the other character is Den. And there is a story behind the Namiverse, which I'll explain it in another time.
Let's go find Oswald.
It's Marie signing out, and that's about it for this commentary.